Hi everyone, how are you? If you're watching tonight, I'm sorry I came late to the show tonight. It's not deliberate. I want to apologize for a start, and then I want to say that quickly I should let you know that this broadcast is not going to be long. Reason being that I do not have electricity. We've not had electricity here in about. It's not been constant. Not that we don't have at all, but it's been terrible since the past 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know whether there's electricity that is stable these days in Nigeria, but uh, here, somewhere in Lagos, it's not been constant. And then today we had electricity in the afternoon for some 1 hour or so, about 1 hour, 1 hour, some minutes. And then, although by that time I was sleeping, but I noticed there was electricity. I was sleeping because I had been busy last night, as I explained to you that I would not be available last night. I came back so late. I came back around 2 a.m. Worked till about 3:30 a.m. and then went to bed. So somehow I woke up late and then did some work again, went back to bed. So I slept in the afternoon and had a little gaze somehow in my dream and saw that there was electricity, but it didn't last for more than 1 hour some minutes. I was able to charge a few things, plug my camera battery, plug my laptop, plug a few things. So as I speak with you right now, some of the things are all my devices are working on battery, and not all the batteries are charged. That's my dilemma as I speak with you right now. They are charged but not fully charged. So I'm going to be mad. That's exactly the reason we'll not be staying for long. And the reason I'm also explaining or making this explanation as a matter of preamble is to allow as many people I can get live online to come on while I'm still doing this explanation. And another thing I'm going to be doing to allow more people come online so that we can use the little time I have, we can use it together and use it judiciously. Another thing I'm going to be doing within the period we are allowing more people come online is to let you see a recent Vox Pop I did last night while at an event away somewhere in Ota in Ogun State. I decided to use a red carpet moment to also ask people about politics 2019, to allow them demonstrate their awareness or knowledge of alternative. For I don't want to use third force, I want to use alternative force, because the third force has been compromised and bastardized at the same time. So I should have to say
Full Nigeria. I have my PVC with me.
You'll be voting therefore in 2019.
Oh, obviously, yes, I'll be voting.
Alright, since you will be voting in 2019, my question is simple. Are you going to be voting between APC and PDP, or are you going to be voting a person that is new completely?
Well, I wouldn't want to tell you who I'll be voting.
Don't tell me exactly the person. I just want to know whether you'll be repeating APC or PDP, or whether you want a new person altogether.
Just allow me to be neutral about my decision right now.
Well, okay, now away from away from who you are going to be voting for, I just want to test your awareness about political development. Are you aware that there are some new presidential candidates spinning up?
Yeah, sure. We have a whole lot of new presidential candidates. I mean, the current presidential candidate that I think is way outside from the popular PDP APC candidates, and that's the person of AAC candidate in person of I think Omoyele Sowore. Yeah, I think he's so agile. And
apart from Sowore, do you know others? I just want to test your knowledge, your awareness of them. How many do you know?
Yeah, I do. I can't actually mention the candidate's name, but I know the candidate of ANNP or New Arrival Renewal Party. I don't know if you
New Arrival.
Yeah, new.
You mean ANN or ANRP?
ANRP. Yeah.
When I heard New Arrival, I'm like
renewal. Yeah, renewal. It's
The name of the person in ANRP is Tokwe Faswa. The name of the person on ANN is Fela Durotoye. Apart from that, there's still another person.
That is quite popular. I'm sorry, I forgot
The
him.
former.
Okay, I think Ms. Esekwesili or so.
That was the former minister. There's another former deputy governor of the central bank.
Okay, the deputy governor of the
Former deputy governor.
I'm sorry.
It's Limo Halu. I just helped you. You have to pay me. I just want you to mention names. I'm not saying who you vote for. Names that you know that are contesting among these new presidential candidates.
Buhari dey now.
I say new presidential candidates, no be old ones.
I will never know that one.
You don't know. If you be voting for a presidential candidate, who will it be in 2019?
For the president, yeah. Honestly, I don't have anyone in mind, but I wish and I pray for God's will.
Alright, before we talk about God's will, your own will, I just want to let me test your awareness. Alright, are you aware that there are new presidential candidates?
Yeah, I'm aware about that.
How many do you know? Just mention them.
I only know there's this Mohammed. I don't know his surname, but he has actually been turning Lagos, like coming to schools. Like he came to my school in Lagos. He has been talking to students. Unilag.
Okay.
He has been coming to talk to us about the election and how it's gonna be.
That's the only person you remember.
Yeah, that's the only person I can remember.
Mohammed something, you don't know the name.
I don't know the surname. I don't know the full name.
There are new ones. You know any new one? You know any new one at all?
I don't know any of them. You know what? I don't believe in myself. I don't believe in government.
But you did vote.
I'm going to vote. You know why I'm going to vote? Because I'm still a Nigerian.
Who you want vote? Now I want to know.
Bro, if my dad will be there, I'll vote for my dad. Apart from my dad, no one else. That's me. Yeah.
But for that, know the contest now.
You know why? You know why I have the PVC? In case if any of my MTN line or Airtel line got lost, so I can do my welcome back easily. That's all, my name.
Politicians nowadays, when we vote for them and they achieve what they want, they will not care about us again. So I think maybe everybody want to be, you understand, everybody want to do his own things on his own way. So but I pray, all of us we all try our efforts to see what is going to happen in 2019. Have you heard the name Fela Durotoye before? No. Have you heard the Moyele Sowore before? No. Have you heard Sahara Reporters before? No. Have you heard Limo Halu before? No. Oh my God. 2019 is another election year. Do you have PVC?
No.
You will not be voting.
Of course, I'm not voting.
Alright, if you're not voting, let me at least test your knowledge or awareness of political development. There are some new persons that are coming out for presidency. I just want you to demonstrate your knowledge of it. How many of them can you mention?
I know Fela Durotoye, Sowore, Moyele. I'm not that just to shout for.
Try. There's a former minister of education. If you went to school,
I'll not finish.
You not finish school. Can you imagine? Okay. Anyways, that's just to quickly let people come on, and I think a lot of people are already online. So let's get started. No time. The essence tonight is to let us have updates as per what I initiated. I merely broached the matter as a matter of what I feel that there should be alternative to what these people are planning and they are already doing. So they've already started to execute, prosecute, implement, action, bring to light the idea of making sure that anything that is going to alter the system that Nigerians are yearning against, they don't want to see it happen. And as a result, I can tell you for free, I hope you can hear me. Can you still hear me? I just want to be sure because I'm hearing echo and I'm trying to turn off the echo. Alright, let me confirm that first of all. Can you still hear me without echo? Can you still hear me without echo? You can still hear me. Can you hear echo? If you can still hear echo, let me know. If you no longer hear echo, let me also know. Okay, good. Thank you so much. How about echo? Can you see hear echo? Can you see? So we're good right now, right? Okay, okay. So people are saying yes, yes, yes. They can still hear me. No echo. Okay, good. So let's get back. Let's get back to what we're doing. Okay. All right. So let's get to the main reason we are online tonight. It is to talk about what I merely broached the last time I came online and took excuse with serious apologies that I would not be able to come online last night because I was at an event and I just showed you a piece of clip of uh, something I tried to do on the side while being busy last night. Um, I do live stream privately for people, like some businesses or corporations that want to do concerts and all that. They call me to say, oh, we need live stream for this thing and all that. I do partnership also with some people that want to do major concerts, and there's no money in it. It's just to say, okay, we have this small honorarium for you and your crew, so I'll take people with me. I don't get change from it. The only thing I get from it is content, but the money they pay is what I used to pay my crew members to say, you, this is your pay for handling camera one, you, this is your pay for handling camera two, you, this is your pay for handling for helping me on the mixer, you, this is your pay for doing this and that and the streaming and blah 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 blah. So I don't get paid, but I'm happy doing what I'm doing at the end of the day, even if it's just transport, I mean fuel money that I get. I don't mind. So but while we were at that concert yesterday, what I did was to say, okay, on the side, let me ask these people, aside from the regular red carpet questions that we ask, what are you expecting tonight? Are you going to have fun? This and that. Are you excited to be here? Aside from that, let me also on one hand ask people about 2019. Is a major, you know, every 4 years is every 4 year in Nigeria is major in every country after all, as far as it is 4 yearly election that they also conduct. So I decided to ask it on the red carpet, and then the result is what I just played to you on in that short break video. That video I used for short break. So it's another confirmation that works have to be done actually. It is not to make you pessimistic or to feel negative, no. It is to let you see that where works have reached, where works have not reached. At least you could see there that it's not totally all of them that are not aware. You're right, alright? But it is to say that at least majority of them are not aware, or are aware but are not interested, because they have not seen physically somebody talking to them about. So it's a bridge, it's a gap. I mean, I beg your pardon, it's a gap we can bridge if we all are ready and available to do it. There are people, but we'll need resources to get those people on board. There are not enough people, but if you have resources, there will be enough people. We can't pretend about this because people are hungry in Nigeria, and I know people that will collect. I know people that collect, that go to work from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. every day and only collect 30,000 naira per month in this country. And if you break that down, you know how much that is per day. It means some of them are not earning as much as 2,500 naira per day. And out of the money, they will still pay their own transport fare to go to that work and come back home at night, and they will still eat from that money. So that means we can tell a lot of people who still cannot even get 30k per month job to do some of these works for us. I'm not an economist, I'm not an accountant, I'm just tasking my own brain myself to say, what if I'm the one contesting, all right, and I can identify these people, some of these people who you see online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, who are canvassing for politicians that have eaten their future. It is not that they do not want to agree with what is right. It's unfortunate, however, that they have only benefited maybe just 10,000 naira before from a politician, and that's all.
A full Nigerian. I have my PVC with
You'll
me.
be voting therefore in 2019.
Oh, obviously, yes, I'll be voting.
All right, since you will be voting in 2019, my question is simple. Are you going to be voting between APC and PDP, or are you going to be voting a person that is new completely?
Well, I wouldn't want to tell you who I'll be voting.
Don't tell me exactly the person. I just want to know whether you'll be repeating APC or PDP, or whether you want a new person altogether.
Just allow me to be neutral about my decision right now.
Well, okay, now, away from I mean,
All right, can you still hear me? All right, good. So I'm sorry about that. I had to quickly do that as a matter of break so that I'll get the audio back. The audio went off. I'm sorry about that, people. So to continue what I was saying, so I'm just tasking my brain. My battery will soon be off, so let's make this fast. So away from the analysis I mean previously doing, I was trying to explain that some persons have benefited only 10,000 or 5,000 naira, or maybe just a politician came to the market and distributed some things, or maybe they did a raffle draw. Somebody won 5,000 naira and prostrated and say thank you, God bless you, Mr. So so so, who came to do this bonanza today. Nigerians are fond of bonanza because they are poor. All right. So I am now thinking one of the things possibly that can happen is those of you that send $200 to your family, like say every month, or $100 every week, or $50 every week, or whatever amount you send. Do you know that if we put some money together and go to one market per market day, say Edo State today, we go to one market and do a raffle draw. I'm not saying that approach is good. I'm just saying it creates awareness no matter what. People like our wolf. Whatever you know you can use to attract people, bring them together. So while you are doing that wolf for them to say, oh, this is good, this is good, this is, you can even do a wolf so much that you are giving phones to people by asking them questions. Do you know that in 2019 Nigeria can be better than this? The person answer yes. Okay, fine. Who else believes it is yes? How do you think so? Don't you think that if we have new person in government, this country will be better? The answer, it will be better. Okay, fine. For answering that question, that you believe that a new person will change this country instead of the old people, you have just won yourself a phone. But we know that we have loaded the phone with videos of this presidential candidate. I'm just brainstorming, right? So market by market, we can capture people. Bus park by bus park, we can devise methods to capture people. Stadium by stadium, people that go to watch football or play football, we can capture people. All right. Even concert to concert, we can capture people. Place to place, we can capture people. For instance, those people you saw in that video that were that I was asking questions whether they know about new, including the Unilag thing, that some of you don't know what I did after asking them those questions. I'll reveal to you tonight that they ask each time you ask me how can I watch my interview, where will I see it, I'll give them the address on YouTube, and they are subscribing. You would notice that our subscribers are increasing on a daily basis. There are new people who don't even know that such a platform exists, such a conversation exists. But the moment I tell them this is where you can watch your interview, this is where you can watch this, they subscribe. And immediately that they subscribe, they get notification also that we are live. Some of them watch little of this thing and they're like, oh, you are talking about some of the people who answered Mohalu Showore and Druto in the interview you just saw are people who have subscribed, who have been watching my video, who have been watching Object TV because of my past interviews with them that they wanted to see on my channel. So they became conscientized. As a result, it's one method, but it's not exhaustive. There are several other methods we can use. Having said that, let's go back to the main topic, which is um, the alternative presidential debates that all of us are talking about. And let me begin by saying that I appreciate all of you. You know, you people are wonderful. Let me begin by saying that because I didn't even expect it. I merely mentioned it. It's something I know I can do, right? I can organize events, I can do things. I have people that we can work together and get things right. But I didn't even expect that by merely mentioning it, you people were already even even putting your money already. Immediately after that last broadcast I did Friday night, I received two international calls immediately, and then I responded, politely to everybody, as I normally do to everybody. I responded politely and then slept off. I missed some other calls before I woke up, but by when I woke up, I saw alerts. That is why I said you people are wonderful. I saw alerts in the to the extent that it demonstrates that you people are not merely interested in talking about it. You are also interested in um, putting your money to confirm your interest. All right. I saw a lot, and I'm going to read out to you. Um, all right. So somebody did not send money for just sharing, sending sake. The person called from Australia. I don't want to mention your name because you said I should please not mention your name. She sent 50,000 naira. First of all, aside from the person that sent money while we were still live on the show, one person sent 50,000 naira from Australia and said I should not mention her name, that I should just say she's anonymous. If you're online, I'm already announcing you as anonymous. She sent 50k and said, and she messaged me on WhatsApp. We had a chat. She said, I sent 50k, but 20k is to support your show, 30k is to support that debate. Alright? And thank God this is live, and live comments are also, and that's one thing about I love about the kind of programming I do on this show. People are able to see their comments live. Everybody is able to see everybody's comments live. All right. So she said, a female, I'm touched. She said, I want my country to be better. That debate you're talking about, I just sent, I will send 50k. That was before she sent it. She sent the 50k, and they said 20k is to support you and your show. 30k is my donation to that debate. I want to appreciate you, although you don't like me mentioning your name. You said I should just call you anonymous. I received also, I want us to do this math together so that we will know where we reach. Fundrel Logistic sent 20k. 20 plus 30k of Madame from Australia is 50k. There's certain Kike Lomomore Nikeji who sent 10k. That is 60k. Sorry, somebody sent 15,511.92. 15,511.92. I guess the person sent maybe in the currency of his or her own country, and then he converted to naira into my account, and that's why we don't have an exactly round figure. I suppose I may not be right, but I presume. Okay, that's 15,500 approximately, but there are some few naira, 11 naira and 92 kobo on top of that 15,500 naira. All right, then there's another Oluyemi Morenike who sent 10k. I don't know if it is the same person who called me this evening before I came on the show to say, "Oh, I just sent 10k to support that thing you discussed in your last show." I don't know if it is the same, but so far the amount of monies I have received between that time and now is 85,511 naira 92 kobo. That's the total. Having said what I have just said, which is the update so far, if you sent money that I did not mention among this, from Australia, 30k, 400 logistics, 20k, Kikelo Momure Nikeji, 10k, somebody who I didn't get the name, I just saw transfer from AEOL or something something, 15,511, and then Oluyemi Morenike, 10k. If your name is not among these persons and you sent money, please say it in the live show. I'm going to be displaying your chats, live chats right now. Say it so that I can check, perhaps with the bank or something. But there are updates which we must discuss. I hope these batteries allow us to do everything we want to do tonight. I'm just praying. All right. Let me put the comments live now so that there's no time to waste. Okay. I'm going to rush because, as I explained, I'm sorry, we do not have so much of time tonight. Especially for those that are also going to be playing back. A lot of people called me to say I will not be privileged to watch your show tonight, but I'll play back. So we don't want it to be too long. People are already saying that the show is too long. We want to keep it short. So if I don't read your greetings, it's not deliberate. It's because I just want to be sure that we keep this simple enough, right? Makiamu, uh, Moses Abe, Oladimeji Friday, thanks for the call today. Yes, we had a conversation. Isioma Erife, Peter Dewi, I appreciate all of you. You're welcome on the show. Isaac Omolayo, thank you so much. Osasoge Dahosa, thank you. Positive media, hello Mr. Shegun Afa, what's on tonight? Yes, that's the topic we're discussing. Razak Ademola, Shegun, good evening. You can see that Shore is working very hard from Huyo rallies, then Abuja same day. Makiamu, Golden Girl, vote AC, and you have electricity. Can you imagine? Oh God, got no time. I beg, make I do fast. Gibson Orukotan. Shegun, too much of echo. Okay, I think that was before I addressed the echo issue. I was also hearing it from my headset. Makiamu, what's going on? Have they found any alternative for the debate? That's what we are trying to create. Positive media. My brother, your studio is very standard tonight. That's good. You're also taking it back now. Taking what back? Osasoge Dausa, he want to take it back to Nigeria. Okay. Makiamu, so much noise in the background. I hope it's better now. I think this one's were early commenting to the show. Ibukwagbola is just laughing. She's full of laughter. Okay, new arrival. Okay, you talking about that person on the red carpet who was talking about new. You see, Nigerians are not exactly sure about what they know. It's funny. On point success. It's pathetic. New revival or new arrival. Lucky weary. Nice. On point success says hilarious. Frank Fab King. Please, Shegun, please, if you can, tell Shure to visit Agbo in Delta State and Edo State, Benin. Also try release its posters in places. He needs support. You know, Shure has not, from what I know of this young presidential aspirant so far, they have not had opportunity. I'm not even sure that's what they want to do. They have not had access, no Diamond Bank or Access Bank issue now. They have not had access to state treasury, where they can get free money to be printing massive posters. That's where the moment I declare we want to support a person, we'll be supporting them. All right, they need support, and we have to admit that it's not easy. So, low laugh at Aerobes, you are laughing. You say, Boson Adebanyo Shegun, I'm deriving, so I will just be listening. Okay. Positive, Mr. Shegun, don't worry. We know what to do come February 2019. When we get to the office, we will give befitting studio that better than channel NTA etc. Should I be waiting for that? Louis Albert, Shegun. This Shegun of a guy is a two-faced guy. Okay. Yes, Osashi. Some folks are just funny. How can a youth say you vote for his dad? Gee, I mean, it's the same way it was funny to me when I was interviewing the guy. He said, "He's your dad contesting." He said, "No." Can you imagine? HO say, what's the update on alternative? That's what we want to discuss tonight. But let me quickly exhaust all these comments that came in before we begin to discuss it together. And I hope we'll still have enough time based on the battery resource that I am running on tonight. Ken Soluade, people are unaware of Chai Shaku Shaku generation. It's unfortunate, my people, and I'm also sad about it. Even though I pretend to laugh with them on the red carpet when I'm interviewing them, it's just a way of making them feel that I'm not exactly angry, but deep down my heart, I know that I'm not happy that these people don't exactly know what. So people are saying yes, yes. I think that was when I was checking about the microphone echoes. All right, Mr. Shegun. But I want to appreciate all of you that are online. Yaz Osasiros, Razak Ademola, Peter Zenwai, Prof, Pius Osas, thank you all of you. Positive Media, Mr. Shegun, this is Yemo of London. The truth is that some youths don't know nothing. Okay, no means you didn't hear echo, right? It's perfect. Okay, all right. Let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. This is going to skip now because more comments came in after that. Let's see how much we can do. All right. Many comments. I saw somebody there saying Shegun has microphone now. Did I not have before? God have no sound Shege, can't hear you. Eh? As of when? No, please. But I'm just, if you are a Christian, how did you hear about the salvation of Christ? The Christ in flesh as man spoke to you? Use this methodology to preach Showore. Showore can't reach every Nigerian, but we can. That's the point. It's not only Showore, all these new young presidential candidates may not be able to reach everybody, every nook and cranny. They will have to depend at some point or the other on some of us to do these things for them. Alright? So let's get going. Everybody's saying yes cool, yes cool, yes cool. I'm not hearing you till now. I just hope that was the time I was trying to change my audio set. Like trader money, Razak Ademola just no. When I mentioned the market idea, it wasn't about trader money stuff. But the trader money thing, let's not waste our time or let's not pretend would do magic. It's because they know the character of Nigerians. That's why they are doing trader money. Alright, they know that Nigerians love awoof. Awoof is a very good way, but you can also manipulate it to re-educate people. Alright, the only awareness we want is to give out flyers. Okay, this is also a very nice idea, Henry Do. Prof, very good idea, Shegun. For sure, not to promote others. Favor what the Oluwasegun, I see your good work today. Well done, Dr. Yo. We can't hear you. I think that was before I changed my mic. I think it's better now. We can hear you very clearly. Okay, Favor Wade, Fumilola, Afolayan say we don't want you to go out there and give them other alternative. Golden says Shegun, that's bribery. What did I bribe people? Okay, the giving people prizes for answering questions correctly. Imagine if I was on that red carpet and I was telling people that if you know, and I even go on stage because they will give me that privilege to go on stage and say 2019 is by the corner. Those of you that want to answer questions, let's do it on the red carpet. Meet me right now. I have prizes for people who have answers to simple political questions about 2019. If you are politically conscious, meet me on the red carpet. I can even do it live on stage. That I have prizes to give people, and I know that the prizes are also loaded already, with videos, content, and all that. And we are also going to be educating people about 2019 and the alternative. They'll give me that privilege, alright, as a partner for concerts, like that. Well, I'm not saying that has to be me, it could be you too. If you have access to where people are gathered and you want to educate people about new aspirants, they'll give you the opportunity if you are bringing something to support a program. I support programs. That's why I can have access to most of these artists and all of that. I support programs. I give them media support, do this, do that, do that. That banner you are seeing on the red carpet is my own banner. It's my own. The text on it is Objective Media presents Value Explore. That's my banner. And I also give them the red carpet for free. Bought my crew, bought everything, but and we also did the streaming for them at partnership rates. You understand? So somehow they respect people who are bringing things into their collection of gathering. You are plugging values to it, you're adding values to it. So it makes a lot of sense. It doesn't have to be me alone. It could be you in your own village. It could be you in Agbo Delta. It could be you in Easy Village, Anyocha North, Delta States. It could be you in Oreondo State. It could be you in Benin. It could be you in Ekosodin. It could be you anywhere, right? So let's just do all of our best, okay? Whatever method you that gathers people together, do it. All right. You may not be giving physical cash. Your own may also be physical cash to say. After all, what they give people to vote for them at the election is just some people 2,000 or 3,000. All right, and you will be giving something that will change people's lives. That person and the people around him or her, their lives and their orientation forever. So we don't have to be one narrowed approach to taking Nigeria back, because it's not going to be cheap. Let's not deceive ourselves. All right. To continue, unless you can organize event for Shure, not everyone. We can do. If you want to organize for Shure, you can do that too, and I can support you. If you want to organize for Felado too, I can support you. We can do it together. All right. Gio says, I agree with you, Shegun. The youth need to be creative if they really want to take back the country. I told somebody yesterday, before we started that event I went to, somebody saw me. I was like, I know you. I said, it's possible. Did you go to Last Protect? He said no. Did you go to Unilag? He said no. He said, sorry, you have a page on YouTube. You do live shows. I say yes. He said, hey! That's where I know you, because he saw the microphone and he saw the mic flag, and he said, this is Objective. Yeah, I know you. I was wondering. I know I've been seeing you from distance. I know you. He then told me we then engaged. That was before the show. We were still preparing for the show. He then said, it's not possible for a new person to take over. I say it's possible if all of us are ready to work hard. So then he says, if we really want this country to be better, that it's not a day job. Yes, and I told him what I want to tell you now. Those that impoverished people for 16 years, and another took it up and have continued to impoverish people and be giving them peanuts in under guise of trader money for another 4 years. That's 20 years approximately. You just want to come and in less than 6 months, without even giving them what they can also eat, to see you as new savior. It will be tough. All right, it will be tough, and I don't want to say it might be impossible, but the reality is, even when Jesus wanted to come and rescue the world, when he noticed that people were hungry, he fed them with fishes and loaves of bread. People, if you talk to people's stomach, you can win their heart. But if you don't give anything to substitute for what they are still eating right now, it will be difficult to get them all together. And I'm not saying that you have to start giving people food every day, no. But I'm just saying that somehow people want to eat. They are hungry. They just want to eat. All right, they are just hungry. All right. Somebody, do you know that people lose their virginities because of BlackBerry Bold 5 those days? Virginity, as important as ladies that will tell you, no, I cannot trade my virginity for anything. When Bold 5 came out, how much was Bold 5 to some of you that are sending it to your relatives? They were using it to take people's virginity, and they lost it forever. That's why some of us cannot find good woman again, because they have spoiled all of them. They have now become Olosho. So, and I'm not saying this in case you are watching me and I know you. It's not to deride you. It's just to say what is the reality. Now one death go keep person. if you talk truth to na still go die now. So what's the point? Let's continue. um Shegun, the youth need to be creative if they really. Yes, that's what we're talking about here. Bamjoshi, Fumilola Shegun has also said, don't give him money because you want him to support the candidate. Shegun's suggestion for money is to organize. God bless you. At least some people understand me. Emeka always say, Chukuma say, get in touch with him, with CNN. We can get CNN, it's not difficult. So they organize the debate for sure. King Carlon say up AAC for life. Bamjoshi, how do you think CNN will fund such debate for free? You people don't understand something yet. Yemi Samson, we can get them to come and cover it. Yemi Samson, is the money for AAC I want to send money to. Don't send to me if it is for AAC. Don't send to me if it is for AAC. We are just trying to organize alternative debate that they did not allow the alternatives persons we want to see. They didn't allow them to be at the debate. So we are looking for a way to make alternative people come. And I'm going to tell you what we have planned so far. All right. Bond released a statement today saying it costs 10 million naira for 1 hour media airtime. So you can see that it's not cheap if you must take your country back. Josie Johnson say, this is me, Josie Johnson. Shegun, I was the one that sent 15,000 naira. Okay, God bless you. That was the 15,511.92 I mentioned. Josie, thank you so much. I wasn't expecting you people to start sending money, but somehow you people already started. Yemi Samson said, what did you discuss in your last show? We discussed about creating an alternative debate and all that, and people started sending money to say we should organize it. On point success, that's my proxy. Oluye. Okay, on point success. God bless you. You are the person who sent money through the name Olujemi Morenike. You sent 10,000 naira. That's the second person confirming their payment on the show today. If I did not mention your name and you sent money, I have not received your alert. Just indicate so that I can check properly. Okay. Josie Johnson said, okay, favor. Alright, but I'm just saying the money Shegun is raising isn't for AAC, it's for organizing a debate, and we are all going to organize it together tonight. I hope these batteries allow us last longer. Favor says the government has made the youth to believe in Nigeria football and they have totally lost interest in betterment of this country, but we can always redeem that. Okay, Josie Johnson, I also chat with you that night from United Kingdom. Yes, God bless you, Josie Johnson. Emeka Olise Chukuma said Bamjoshi, he should contact Shore for him to get in touch with CN that will make Nigerians know him very well. Shore and I should see. I'm planning to see all of these persons ahead of the debate. It's not going to be a phone conversation. I need to sit all of them down one by one. Shore and I should see before or by weekend. Once after the show tomorrow, I want to speak with Feladro Toye, and I hope this time that I'm able to reach him. People are calling me from his quarters too, but Feladro Toye himself, as I don't know whether it's deliberate or maybe a situation or circumstance, he has made himself unreachable for me. I don't know why that is so. If I call him, if I text him, he doesn't respond. But his PA responds sometimes, but I don't still get definite response from him. I don't know why, but people from his quarter still call me to say they are for Drotoy and they watch my show and that. Some persons also call to say from Mohalu, blah blah blah. But it's not about people supporting them, it's also about them themselves. I want to talk to Shore directly, I want to talk to Drotway directly, I want to talk because we are, for instance, organizing something that is not in my own interest as per se, it is in the interest of these new persons who are coming on board that they are not allowing to get this alternative. This system is not allowing them to get the mass or spread of reach that they should get or have access to. All right, you are new and we want to see how fast we can speed up your reaching mass of people. Okay, I'll tell you the ideas that we have that I think for the debate so far. After exhausting some of these comments that are already live. Okay, what's the money I want to send for Yemi Samson? I'm sure you must have had answers by now. I'm sorry I read your comments late. I had to address so many things at the same time. Shegun has always said, don't send him money for a particular candidate. God bless you, I'm Joshi. On point success. Seriously, that's what we got. Peeps, we can do better. Fumilola Afolanyo say 10,000 from me. Fumilola Afolanyo. I mentioned Kikelo Momorenikeji is the second person who sent 10,000 naira. I want to know if you also sent through the proxy Kikelo Momorenikeji. Okay. Shegun don't upgrade though. They take me play. But I'm just saying, does Shore have the money to pay CNN for the debates? You don't have to pay, or it's not all media that you have to pay to get something done, right? It's not all media that you have to pay. Some of them just want to come and cover. If we organize it and invite them, they will come. They want to see it happening. They want the content too. Okay. Frank Fapking says, Shegun, please tell Shura to visit Delta State and Edo State. His poster are not there. Adenuga Shoibo, live from Chicago, take it back, AC for president. Agnes Banjo, Shura is the man, well done. AC, take it back. Odion Felix Banjoshi, the money is to organize the debates. Formula, if we all come together, we can do CNN. Some people think, yeah, people think what I think, okay? And I'm happy that I don't have to respond to everything. Emeka always say, Chukuma, Formula, don't get used, you don't get her. You will understand, don't worry, whatever the question is. Formula, okay. Makiyamu, Shegun, I love to send some money. Send me your account details through my WhatsApp. I'm really looking forward to the debate, please. Makiyamu, my number. Okay, somebody advised that I should also put my. Somebody called me, Mr. Goodwill. If you're online tonight, is it Goodwill or Goodwill? I was sleeping when you called. I'm so sorry. I was sleeping. I just had to answer that call. Mr. Goodwill from Mr. Goods. Is it Goodwill or Godswill from Edo State? You called me, and I love your conversation, but I was sleeping and at the same time responding. So in the video description, somebody that needs my number, the number is currently going in the video description. It's 00 60 60 6166. But I prefer WhatsApp. And I'm sorry, I prefer WhatsApp, please. Let me also add it to this comment section right now. 00 60 60 61 66, so that all of you can see it in the top charts. Okay. Somebody is saying they are not formula. You say you are not happy right now. Don't worry, it's a matter of time. We all have works to do. Okay, we'll do it together. G Fresh official say yes. So Agbo, Emeka always say Chukuma Bamjoshi. Okay, Makiyamu, we are ready to continue. Stephen Ayodeji and Johnny. One thing I noticed so far about the issue of taking the land back is that God is uniting the nation of Nigeria from tribalism. Dark Marker Matt say, I thought your channel is independent of AAC. Thought your channel, it is completely independent, believe you me. I do, although the challenge I have right now is that it is only AAC people that are mostly online whenever I start this show. I don't see people from other candidates, and that's probably the reason also that when they call online polls, it is only AAC members that win. Aside from APC and PDP, it's only AAC that is winning. If you have supporters, if you are from Kingsley Mohalu and you have supporters, you people are not always turning up for things like this. If it is if it also is somebody is calling me, please let it be after the show, okay? If it is also that you're supporting Fela Drotoyi, we are doing shows like this, so people don't come up. When they call for online posts, people don't show up. You know, people call me sometimes to say I'm supporting Drotoyi. Somebody will call me and say I'm supporting Kingsley Mohalu, and I'm like, when we are doing the live show, why didn't you people come up to let your own voices too be represented in this thing? You know, Showere's people are always online, so they make it look like I am supporting Showere, and that's the funniest thing. Somebody called me today, and I was explaining to the person that it's not because I want to narrow myself to. I didn't call my channel Showere or AAC. I didn't call my channel more Halu or anything. I didn't call my channel any particular candidate or aspirant's name. I call it Object TV, and I'm doing this thing to be objective. And I've talked about all these aspirants one by one. I've spent my money following them one by one. Just because I want to catch what I can represent about them. Unfortunately, it is only Showre that has more active. It got to a point that I stopped following Showre. Alright. For instance, I follow Showre to Ibadan to see his town hall meeting. I wasn't aware Fela Drote was having town hall meeting the same day. I would have recorded it too. That is the town hall meeting that you people see on YouTube. It was the same. It was from the same town hall meeting that Tunde Headnut went to post on Instagram to say he loves this guy's courage. It's not because I wanted to present Showore. It's because he's the only one that is giving us activities, that is always putting up activities that you can cover. How many times have I followed Showore? Okay, Ibadan town hall meeting, the Jovakure's meeting. I followed from the Jovakure's meeting. The following day, I followed his convoy to his hometown. So if you Google Showore visits hometown, you see the video of Object TV Media in his hometown. So he's the only one who is putting up activities and people are following him. The rest of them, I don't know what is happening. They just sit down, do interview, do newspaper thing, and put online. Is that the only time I heard that Drote was going, I was calling, I was monitoring, I was disturbing. When is Drote's town hall? I want to see, I want to follow him. The only place I've ever followed him to is Ladoke Akintola University in Lautech, on my own costs, and I took my crew with me to follow him, and I was there for 2 days. I was in Ogbomoso for 2 days just to follow Fela Drote. I wanted to capture his activity and see and report him. But after that Lautech thing, they started becoming secretive, and I've not been seeing activities from them. I've not been seeing anything apart from maybe they just use their phone to record "Hello Nigerians." This is election. It's not motivational speech. A lot of people already accuse me in the past that I'm supporting Fela Drote. I like him. I've been hearing about Drote since 2006. This is 2018. How many? It's over a decade already. This is 2018. And we're already entering into 2019. That's about 11 years already. No, 2006 to 2016 is 10 years. It's almost 13 years now I've been hearing about Drote. So when I heard he's contesting, I became interested. I've not heard about Kingsley Halu until it came out and people were telling us that he's a former deputy governor to the central bank, and I picked interest. What am I simply trying to say is, Nigerians, please understand. If you are calling me to say, oh, your support is for Drote, it's not because I don't want to support Drote. It's because we look at this. For instance, we are discussing Nigerian new presidential aspirants. We are only seeing Showore's people, and they are making it look like I'm supporting Showore. Where are the others? And I've refused the temptation to conduct online polls, because if I do online poll without even doing the online poll, you can see Showore will win. So people are saying everybody's already declaring who they want to support. Segun Olo declare who you want to support. Objectively declare who you want to support. I say I don't want to do it. If I do it, I already know the answer. Look, it's obvious now. It's obvious. Only Showore's people are always active, because they are always the ones who are always trying to show that they are really interested in getting their country back from these old people. They are only the ones who are interested. Other people, they are always calling me and talking, we want Drote, but you are not showing it. They call online polls, you are not there. They call this, you are not there. They call all these things, you are not there. All these things, you people should understand. It's about who is declaring, who is showing their interests. But you people don't want to understand this thing. I've avoided it so many times. I've avoided trying to talk about a particular candidate for support. I've avoided it altogether. If I say let's do online poll and the person that wins is the person who I will support, I already know the answer, but I'm avoiding it. So it's not as if I want to be discussing Shore. I'm not here to be discussing Shore, but somehow he's the only person who has converted people who are always online. Not because they're always online, because they want to be online, but because they want to do everything possible to support the candidate they wish for. You other people, you are not always there. Even if you see it, you just look at it and what are these ones doing? Is that how to take your country back? Is that how to win election? Oh, on the day of election, if you see thugs that are coming and you are also coming and you want to vote for whether Mohalu Drotoyobi, and you now see people as because they are more than you now feel frightened, you then quit, or you vote and leave. You didn't even wait for them to count the vote and release the results. How are you sure that they are not even going to say, who is that person that even had the one vote? Cancel it. We want everything in this polling unit. It's not. See, this thing is not. Election is not. It's not mouth. It's not cheap. Not only money. It's not cheap in terms of even effort, even struggle. You struggle for it, but should I disturb? Should I worry myself? I can only do what I can do. I can't kill myself. You know. I know how many hours I drive every day. I'll get home, people are sleeping. My neighbors are sleeping now. Me, I'm using battery. I got home and decided to start charging. Okay. Yesterday, I drove to Ogun State to that program in Ota. I was there till night. I came back around 1 a.m. Worked till did some edits till around 3 a.m. Slept. I woke up in the afternoon. I did some work again and slept again. That was when they brought the electricity. I woke up again to quickly plug all these batteries that I'm using right now. Then went back to bed. The lights didn't last up to 2 hours. I'm now using the batteries when others are sleeping. Because it's not going to be easy. We have to be up and doing. What if all of you now vote and they rig the election while you were sleeping? They say they are collating results. They are still collating, and you have gone to bed. You guys don't understand this thing. Anyways, please, why are people sending you money? I'm sure you must have had answer by now. AAC win or lose will not retire Eddie Ijoma. This only the beginning. Dominic Benedict Itua Shege, what's the way forward? AAC, I want to know to you good work. Emeka Olise Chukoma, thank you Shegun, I appreciate this. Refe, people are sending money to organize. Okay, that's why I said somebody must have an answer by now. Gio Shegun, you could be the medium for uniting all the young candidates. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I'm trying my best. That's why I'm resisting the temptation to conduct an online poll or to declare for a person. But it's already obvious. If I declare a poll now, I know who will win any day. But that's not my role. My role is to see how all these young people can work together. That's my own role. Favor says, do you think PDP and APC will show up in the alternative debate? It's an alternative debate. They already had their own debates, and they have already put so much money into. Even hearing it alone was, according to somebody tonight, just to put it on air, 10 million naira. What about the organizing? They didn't tell you how much it costs for the oil. They didn't tell you how much it costs for the lights. They didn't cost you how much it costs for the stage. They didn't tell you how much it costs for the sound. They didn't tell you how much it costs for the crew and gadgets, the security. They didn't tell you. They only told you the amount they took just to let the coverage go on air. So to tell you that it's not going to be that easy if you want to create an altar. So they already spent their own money and they already showcased themselves to the people. What we are now trying to do is to see how there can be an alternative to this one. And my idea is this. I'll tell you the idea. Let me just quickly exhaust all these comments. Alright. So thank you all of you, Emmanuel, Emeka Olise, Emmanuel Olaya. I see all of you. Thank you so much. Okay. Shegun, please help us tell Buhari page and go. I spoke with Shore on phone this morning without knowing me or my having my number. He picked it up by himself and we spoke for minutes. Ain't such you expect of such a leader. Okay, just say sorry, wrong number. Sorry, wrong number is 0060606166. Did I spell it wrongly? Alright, but that's the number 0060606166. Emmanuel Liar. And some people are already calling me, but I may not be able to pick immediately that I'm live on the show. Okay, um, and I see that some people are already sending messages. I'll try to read everything at once also. Um, let's go back. Let me display it to you so that you can see. Positive only show reckon. Okay, Nigeria youth are not ready to be free. Not that they are not ready, they are not aware, their awareness is not strong enough. Yes, you are very active, that is why you want to take Nigeria back from the cabal. Shegun, take it back. Yes, you can. Hello, Shegun. I'm only sure is the only man. Shegun, take it back with APC. APC, ke? No, me, I'm not supporting APC. If you talk Drew to Ishowore, more halu to some extent, not because I really wanted more halu, and let me say this to you tonight. Um, I really respected more, but after that pact thing, and he reneged from the agreement he himself signed. Hey, this batch is gonna go off, so I'm seeing signs already. Agreement he himself signed with the pact that if he loses, he's going to support the consensus candidate, and he reneged from it. I'm like, that is character. is a character is a character fault. Okay, but somehow, well, let's still hope that all is good. um Princeton Winch say those other candidates are just distraction. They actually have not much to say or offer. The first time you would tell a good truth about Moile Louis Albert. I've been telling truth about everybody. You may just not agree because of your sentiments. Fumilola Folan say yes, so Shore is the only man. Sulaiman Elabanjo, Razak Ademola, other aspirants are in minority. You can see Shore from one place to the other and always online. Shegun, with the supporters of APC are very active, so we are ready to take back Nigeria. We are supporters of Shore, Yemi, Samson, Festus, Iharo. Favor, let's just focus on all we can do. Trust me, this election will be different from others. Shore, Yetunde Bello, you're welcome. Goma Shegun, I know you would love to be independent, but I beg you to pick side. AC or Shore have human face and real and energizing. Thank you for your good work. I assure you of what can AC government do to your sacrifice. Shegun Lale, my hometown Ogbomoso, you should have called me. Maybe I take you out. Oh yeah, I went there just for work. I just wanted to see Droto in his natural conversational habitat. That's all I wanted to do. But maybe next time I'll reach out. Okay. Um. Somebody says it was 10 million naira just for an hour air time. It was up to 3 hours. Shegun, history beckons on you. Please lead the initiative for the alternative debate. All of us should do this together. Buhari a woeful failure, trader money, blah blah blah. ZTV, God bless you, Shegun. We appreciate all your effort. AC from London. She says Shore is handsome all the time. Who is doing that one? No. Yemi Samson, likewise my grandmother, she's always glued to Shore activities. Okay, let me quickly rush down and see how we can round off in time. Shore at 8182, whatever formula. Are you giving Shore's phone number? Johnson says, Shegun, God will mightily reward you. People tend to judge you from one side without looking at the other side. Does it mean that Shore is the only option? As for me, I stand with Fela. God bless you. That's what I'm saying. If you stand with somebody, come up online anytime they are discussing this kind of issues. Also support your candidate. Don't hibernate. Why should you hibernate if you are bold about your own opinion? More Alu can get lost. Point blank period. Zero says, why now? Scars Gold says the debate can be done and the results put in Nigerian people. Definitely, we are also going to put media. All right, we are going to bring a lot of media outfits that were not allowed to cover that debate. Dr. Yossi Shegun, can you conduct an online poll on this platform? I can, but I don't want to. I'm starting to have more interest in you in general. I like upfront and honest people, and you are one. Bring on alternative debate and we shall contribute to AC. That's Oyeyemi Azan. uh, waiting Mohalu got to offer person will not even get confident on himself. Kai Nigerians. Girl. Anyways, no time, no time to check time. Um, well, I may not be able to read all your comments tonight. Let me quickly say a few things as far as the debate is concerned. So far we have been able to raise, uh, without sweat. All the names I've read out have helped us to raise 85,000 naira, 85,511 naira 92 kobo. Okay, so we don't know how much is the total we are looking for as yet, but we already have close to 100,000. That is 85,511. But this is it. This battery will run down soon, so let me rush. Laptop battery is already signaling it's going to run down. I'm not able to see the LCD on the camera, but I'm sure it's also going down very shortly. Uh, the idea is the alternative debate is not going to be inside AC. I'm sorry if that's what you're expecting. It will not be inside AC. Shuri has been doing town in AC. Felado too has been doing meetings in AC. The debates the system has been organizing is also inside AC. So, but the idea of the alternative is not just to debate alone. It's also to make sure that people can see them. People who are driving past on the road can see screen, even if they can't stop. They'll be able to see on the screen that people, these people are debating and talking about Nigeria. People from the market can join. People from anywhere can join. Aside from the people we have officially invited, we are going to officially invite uh, leadership of students from all campuses in Nigeria. We are going to invite LCDAs, landlord associations. We are going to invite NURTW representatives. We are going to invite so that all of them can ask questions. And we are going to be cutting them into 1 minute of the question and answer for Instagram that will last a long time, which will be better than their own full, one whole upload. All right, 1 minute can go on Instagram, WhatsApp, and all that. Legendary responses, epic responses from them to questions, right? And then you'd see, so university campuses, we want their representatives, we want HASU representatives, we want NURTW representatives, we want landlord association, all sectors, medical guild, journalists. We want all of them to be the ones to be asking the question. They are going to be moderators, but the moderators are not going to necessarily be asking questions. We want Nigerians, market traders, to be asking questions from these people. An idea of places that I think this can happen, because the idea is not just to organize the idea is also to be selling these people to people in the market and on the road while this is happening. All right, so that's the idea, and I'm thinking about a place like Freedom Park in Ojota. The reason being, there are bus stops there. People that are traveling interstate, that are coming to board from Ojota to Ore, Ojota to Benin, Ojota to Shagamu, Ojota to Ojo, Ojota to, they can see big screen of people who are inside Ganifa Emi Park and debating. Those that are in the market can come into the Freedom Park, just like we had a sort of carnival at the Occupy Nigeria. They will be able to come in physically and join that live debate and be cheering and at the same time asking questions. It is to sell these people to the physical grassroots people while at the same time streaming live, and other media, BBC, CNN are also there. Okay. Also, it's a big idea. It's a very big idea. And then at the same time, we are also looking at the possibility, although I had thought that we might also want to be doing not just one, because that's an example of Lagos State. We might have on campus too, say Unilag version, students come. We might have Lasso version, students come, but that is still one step. But as many as we can do, even if it has to be only one or two, one in Lagos, one in Abuja, okay, or one in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt, one debate per central place. But if you are thinking about only Lagos for a start, Ojota Freedom Park is one of the places I have thought. But my concern would be that the place will be locked down. Who cares? Then Freedom Square at what do you call this place? CMS. That place where Wole Soyinka, Professor Wole Soyinka has an office. All right, and but that one looks more elitist. All right, people may not be, except you want to put screen outside and speakers outside for people to be listening while passing. It's also a good place. It's central too. People pass there, okay, every time. And then another place is this TBS, Tafa Balewa Square. Also a central location that can accommodate as many people as want to come. Then there is the idea also of maybe an Onekon stadium or any stadium for that matter where people can come freely inside. So, but the consideration will be about one, security, two, because if you want to use Ojota Freedom Park for instance, it's relatively small. If all these people that we are inviting with all their supporters and market people are coming, Ojota may be small and may be causing lockdown or lockjam, which may not be, I don't know. And then it's not fenced, and it's porous, so that's security risk to some extent for me. But Freedom Square at the CMS has is relatively fenced and might be good security wise. Onekon Stadium, all most of the stadiums we know in Lagos are National Stadium, Ujuelegba, Surulere is also good. Teslim Balogun is also good. Task fence around, so security wise we might also be good with that. Um, that is as far as Lagos is concerned. Abuja, we may think about maybe Eagle Square or some other square, right? Campus, well, we may still decide that. And then the idea is to let a lot of people have free access to come in and see these people live and talk to them. Okay, so we want a place that can accommodate many people. The idea is also to make it native as possible, so that the idea of the old time village square thing also resonates. There used to be the village square thing when they say, yeah, somebody slept with another man's wife. Everybody come to the village square want to do just pass judgments. I can joke, right? Okay, so that's as far as location of venue is concerned. Then the venue or location will also determine the kind of resources that will go into it. By the time we decide on location, okay, maybe a stadium for instance, we then begin to, that means we look at security. Some places already have, you know, some semblance of stage. For instance, if you are using Ojota Freedom Park, you may not need to spend so much money constructing stage. All right, you may just need something like uh, the backstage where the people will be sitting, this candidate will be sitting, and some officials with security, and it is only one person that the three or four of them come on the stage at the same time, or one person at a time, whichever way we decide, whatever method we decide at the end of the day. If all of the four will be standing, there's already a stage. If I identify me standing behind, four or five of them, Showere, Drew Toye, Tope Faswa, Kingsley Mohalo, Bezekwesili. I think there are five basically. There are others too, which we may, but the ones that are popular so far among them, that people that are really working, that people are talking about, are the ones I'm talking about. So we line them up on so the cost for the stage will be lesser in an Ojota Freedom Park. The cost will also be lesser in a place like the CMS Freedom. Is it Freedom Square or Freedom Park now? I don't know what they call that one, but it's Freedom Place too. That place that used to be a prison, but has now become a Freedom Square or Park. Okay, I mean at CMS. That one also has a stage already. So the cost for stage, if you are using those places, is already out. My only worry, however, is that they are not that spacious enough if we are planning something as massive as to contain 10,000 people, for instance. Okay, um, that is as far as location is concerned. So the stage will depend. The cost of stage will depend on location we have eventually concluded on or chosen. All right. Then Away from stage, security will also, the cost on security or the volume of security personnel we need will also depend on where you are using. All right, some places will require more security, some will require just some. All right. um, then publicity publicity will be the same regardless of where you are using, because if you have to call market women everywhere from all markets to come and witness something that is going to transform Nigeria altogether, we have to do publicity online, offline, whether handbills, radio, WhatsApp, voice talk, reach as many people as possible, share it and all that, create a jingle, do radio talk and let people come, blah blah blah. So all of those things, publicity will be the same. We will estimate it, what it will cost. Then media, we want to get all media that we are not invited to come and cover that presidential debate. Let's bring all of them together. Let's identify all of them, bring them together, and let them come. It may not be much. It may be just talking as honorarium to say thanks for coming, because some of them, the organization will not pay them to go out for that kind of event because they may not be interested. But if the person knows that it was Segun that called me and it assures me that my transport fare is guaranteed, the person will come, cover it, and go back to the station and say I have content, and the station or channel or platform or organization will hear it. The only thing is that the organization does not want to pay you, their reporter, transport fare to go there. They will say if you can go, go, but you don't have allocation for that coverage. So if you now assure them that don't worry, your transport fare we will cover, they will come. So we should have provision for media people who are coming. Trust me, they will do. Then it's not huge money, it's just for your transport. Thanks for coming. All right. Then aside from media, what other things did I analyze? The other note I use is not here. Then artists that are going to come and perform, because we must have interludes. Another reason we should have artists is because they are going to form one kind of attraction. For instance, I can talk to, once we conclude, I'll call Sheon Kuti and talk to him. Once we arrive on a date, I'll talk to Sheon Kuti to come and perform. We are not singing for a candidate, we are just doing normal performance. Alright? Just as a matter of interlude, while we bring, before or in between, bringing the candidates online, on the stage to come and speak. I can talk to Sheon Kuti, I can talk to Didiman Biaku, I can talk to Faz the Bad Guy, I can talk to Idris Abdul Karim, few other artists, that will come and just perform neutrally, just perform, and that's it. So we need to make it a form of carnival to attract people who naturally are not moved by talks like this, but something can attract them to come and listen to talks like this. I hope you get it. We have to be methodical, we have to be very methodic, we have to be very strategic. It's not greatest goal. If you continue to do greatest goal, the number of people you'll be attracting cannot be more than 100 at a time. Let's face reality. But we have to be methodic, we have to be strategic to get people who are interested in entertainment to come, and by virtue of entertainment, listen to, yes, African China, you're right, somebody's mentioning African China there, you're right. By virtue of what they are interested in, bring them in to come and listen to what. Then another thing I want to also say is that somebody called me and suggested that I don't use my account number, and I agree, because I also received some income from other jobs I did personally. So it became a little difficult for me to separate the money sent in respect of this program and the money sent for jobs I did for people to get money. So we might have to send, maybe say, a GoFundMe account that all of us can see transparently that this is the money going, and we'll set the target, a date we want to close it, withdraw the money, and then go and execute all the things we have highlighted. Okay, we might need to set a GoFundMe account for this kind of a thing. I might have to discontinue the use of my account for you to send money for this program so far. Alright, but those of you that have sent, total we have from last broadcast and now, that's from Friday night and now, is 85,000 naira 511 85,511 naira 92 kobo, less than 100,000. All right. But those of you that want to support this program, if the money you are sending is in respect of supporting this program, the account number is still valid. My personal account number is still valid. But if the money you want to send is in respect of organizing this alternative debate, you can still send this money, but indicate it when you are sending it that supporting the debate. If you know that you will spend the money, if you don't send it now, you will spend it before we set up the GoFundMe, send it, but indicate that it is for just indicate it in the reference, say alternative debate, so that I can note it down that this is for the alternative debate. So by the time we then set up the GoFundMe, we can revert to the GoFundMe account, and then we add the balance we have now to that one. All right. I hope I'm not intelligent. I'm just being neutral. So let me go back to the comments now. I know a lot of people must have already been reacting. Okay. All right. I'll just read out the comments because my batteries are already running out now. I'll just read out the comments that specifically address this issue. So, at least not the channel's thing. Wolfie Abiola, Carl, they can tell me you retracted your message. Olu Mike, perhaps the debate should hold in yes, I agree with you. 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. You can't do it in Lagos. Yes. Shege building. I did do guy. Okay. Luis Obert, Shegun, if you are to organize such, make sure you invite all artists, musicians, and Nollywood artists. We can achieve all of them, but we have to give them honorarium. That we will sum them up. We'll develop a team. We'll sum all this cost up and see what we can do. But first, let's agree on venue and artists. No, first let's agree on venue and dates. Once we get those two, we'll just continue to incorporate other things. All right. Can't blame those talks because they never reason beyond their belly. Okay, that's Tafawa Balewa Square. Tafawa Balewa Square is a good place. It's a good venue. I'm waiting for this thing to come back on. I'm having troubles with this internet right now. Oluwasegun. Now, please don't forget that if you are sending money to support the show, is different from when you are sending money in respect of organizing the debate. So please indicate it in the reference when you're sending your money. Okay. Favor, what they say, if you can achieve this your idea, youth will win this election easily. There are many things we can do to make youth win. We just need to go all hog. Formula let me get it for you. Prove okay. The account I've already typed it. Let me put it on the show right now. Okay, it's already in the top charts now. Stages can be hired, yes, for places if the venue we decide for is a place that doesn't have a stage, but there are places that already have stage that we will not have to spend money for the stage, right? Please debate at University of Lagos. Good location. It's good, but will Shaku people be able to attend debate on campus of Unilag in the main auditorium, for instance? But we'll find out the cost. It doesn't matter. We can do as many debates as possible. We can do the showcase in as many places as possible. There's nothing bad with that. But we can also do on campus. I agree, but it will be too costly, and I don't know if we are willing or ready to go on those costs. But if you are willing and ready, I'm ready to also organize them. I'm ready to do everything possible. All right. Shegun, Eunice might sue you if you don't invite. The Eunice would definitely be at the debate. Trust me. K&A Entertainment say line them up firing squad. Who and who? Kilo Shele. No, not native. If the program affects only Lagos, then it's a failure. God bless you. YouTube Awikoko Akondaoro for Showre Fumilola Afolayan. Favor, we can get those stand for candidates from churches who are interested in a better Nigeria. Shegun, there are people who will contribute item needed free. Yes, we need all of them to pull resources together and let's achieve this. Awikonko is a great artist for AAC. Okay, Duncan Mighty and those Showre. Interesting. Let us put fear in the main. That's Godwin Nice. I've not seen that video of Duncan Mighty endorsing Showre, but if that is true, I would love to also talk about it on this show. Shegun, just focus on one side. Your interest should be about the best alternative young presidential candidate for Nigeria now. The Bible says, definitely by the time I decide for one person based on all these indices that we are listing, I'll definitely be putting all my best into only one candidate. But for now, let's make it open so that the process of selecting who is fair enough. All right. Please, you've done well on point success. Okay, thank you. Planning it already. There's no time. Okay, well, good idea, lovely. Yes, Idris Abdul Karim. Well done, Wale. I'm with you on African China. Yes, I'll talk to African China so you can get him a Billy Fortune. African China is already in without wasting time. A Billy Fortune said, Shegun, you are really doing a good job and you are very objective about it. Ezil Nuts. Shegun, for your info, Duncan Mighty has endorsed Showre. Wow, that's interesting. Gotil Akudike, we are young and have bright ideas. Old crop media challengers, they will surely lose. Gotil Ukwale say, please go for, yes, we'll do go for me as an alternative to what I'm currently using. If you like, because of Kingsley Mohalo and Feladrute, you don't want to give support to Show, it's not true. I just want the process of selecting one person to be fair enough so that it doesn't look like, oh, you already decided. No, I want us to give all these people. Although Fela Drote was at that mainstream debate, Mohalo was also at that mainstream debate. Obi was at that mainstream debate. So this is, maybe we should just narrow this to those ones that were not allowed or were blocked out of that mainstream debate. Shegun, you are an evidence of why we need youth to lead. You can hear beautiful idea that we be more valuable than their 10 million airtime. You don't start again, Oga. APC won't approve the venue for you. There are venues we don't need their approval for. Shegun, yes, it's doable. Shegun, let's do this as soon as possible. Please give us rough estimate of what you will need. Maybe next time I come online, say tomorrow night, we should have something already. Shegun, the language will be changed to pidgin English so that yes, it will be mixed. I can support if you want. Olawoye, support to bring 100 million. That was a joke, by the way. My battery is running low. I'm sorry. I might have to stop right now. What's the last comment at least? We'll continue from where we stopped. There's no electricity now. My batteries are already running out. My laptop just told me I have 5% battery, or around 5% battery more to go. We do not need FD and Mohalo for the program. I'm in support of Showre, but I still want Drote and others to be part of the debate. Gerard Udeba. So no, do not narrow the debate. Questions and answers to those who did not take part in the mainstream one. Well, tomorrow night is another day. My battery is running out, and that's how far we can go. So far, we have raised 85,511 naira 92 kobo, about 15,000 naira or 14,500 naira lesser than 100,000 before I came on this show. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining. It's been a nice time with you all. I need to go to bed now. This is 1:30 a.m. I can't believe this. All my neighbors are deep in their dreams. Some of them are already in their village, in their villages and all that. I need to go to bed. Thank you all. Those of you that want to support the show, please keep your and put it in the reference. If you are supporting Shegun or Objective Media, or if you are supporting the debate, put it in the reference when you are sending the money, so that. And if you also don't want to be mentioned, put it there. Just say anonymous. If you don't mind being mentioned, don't put anything, so I will know that I can mention this person's name as one of our contributors when next I come online. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a nice time with you all. I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow, hopefully by God's grace. In Jesus' name, inshallah, and Iriwoya, if that's what you believe in. God bless you. I'll see you again. Um, Somebody suggesting Dr. Yo. Um, no time. I have to go now because my battery's already out. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow again, hopefully. I love you all. You are a family. You are indeed a family.